issues in the last live. I think a lot of what we discussed and understood about the
कोई
recent.
बात नहीं, दोबारा शुरू करते, शुरू से शुरू करो. दिल्ली में हुआ है बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट, उसमें हो गए 13 लोग घायल. पढ़ो पहले.
Yes. So there is what we discussed till now was that there have been bomb blasts in Delhi, and sorry, yeah, there have been bomb blasts in Delhi, and how police have arrested some suspects, and how they assumed, or how they have arrested, they there were 3 people allegedly inside the I-20 which exploded outside Red Fort metro station in Delhi yesterday evening at around 6:52 p.m. and this is also being linked by several newspapers to another module that the JNK police busted in Lucknow, where 2 doctors were arrested from a research center, where 2 doctors were arrested from a research center for having 356 kgs of ammonium nitrate explosives on them, and that investigation is going on. Police, while meanwhile, have also taken into custody the suspect's mother from Coil village in Pulwama, and they are trying to match the DNA of the mother of the alleged suspect who was inside the car during the blast. And because right now everything there, it's unrecognizable because those people have been blown to pieces. So now they're going to be they will try to match the DNA to identify the suspect with 100% accuracy. So that has what has been up on the Delhi bomb blast side. It has been several people have reached out to us already, where they have asked us, my family members, my friends, people who we know who was outside Delhi. And while we were not there at the time when it happened, we were of course in Delhi, and this is something that of like concern. And police is investigating, Delhi police special cell is investigating, and several central agencies have also been involved, along with several state polices. Several states in India have been put on high alert, including Delhi, Lucknow, Gujarat, West Bengal. So this has transpired over the last one day in India, and parallelly another news is breaking is there has been a bomb blast outside a court in Pakistan where 12 people have died. So these are it's a little grim day today, as Delhi gets rocked with another blast. In the past also there have been blasts in several cities in India, inside local trains as well, inside big huge hotels as well. But this had not happened in recent, like 5-7 years. But now this has happened in Delhi, and police is investigating the whole thing. Welcome to 3 News Daily. This is something that we do where we try to make sense of any breaking news that we feel is relevant for Indian citizens to know, understand, and have a discussion about. So if you have anything that you want to talk about, if you want for us to delve into something that you feel is important, please write in the comment section. Also, let's make sure that we share this video, we like this video, and we comment on the video to make sure that YouTube algorithm shows it to more people, so more people can become part of this community. So that is something that हमें करना ही है. So please do that if you're on the stream. And we streamed for 30 minutes before this, and the whole stream was a mute stream because somehow the mic was not working. As you can see, the budget on this particular podcast, we are recording right now from our homes. So apologies for any technical inaccuracies that may be there, but we still want it to be a good discussion. So if you have any questions, if you want us to discuss specifically something, please write in the comment section. And also make sure to like the stream and engage with the stream and engage with the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I go live daily. There are music lives that I do. There are news breakdowns that I do. There are like cultural stories around music in India that I do. So if you want to become part of that community, and I do it live. So if you want to become part of that community, you want to make it your go-to view, when you do a certain activity at home, then please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. और हम लोग मज़े करेंगे और हम लोग नई नई चीज़ें सीखेंगे भी on this journey. So having said that, another thing that we then went on to discussing is the Delhi pollution issue. Like, why is Delhi so polluted, right? एंड उसमें हमने देखा एक CEEW की रिपोर्ट में कि सबसे ज़्यादा दिल्ली में पोल्यूशन होता है रोड डस्ट की वजह से, ट्रांसपोर्ट की वजह से, इंडस्ट्री की वजह से. More than 50% from 3 reports have said that. That is one research organization that is reporting this. We will also try to see what other people are reporting, right? And why is Delhi air so polluted? If like there are several vehicular emissions, right? BBC is reporting that it is due to vehicular emissions and dust and industrial pollutants. Again, the same thing. Vehicular emissions, dust and industrial pollutants. That is making Delhi's air super toxic, and that is something that we really need to like sort of zero down on, right? And I have been a very 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 strong proponent of like getting like cars off the road in like population dense cities like Delhi, because when you go move around the Rajouri market also, or when you move around Chandni Chowk or any market, the most amount of real estate of a public space for which all of us are paying tax is taken away by parked cars. They are parked, and there is literally no place to move. And where we have to move, there are hawkers there, but hawkers are not remotely not occupying as much space as these parked cars do. And while there are also huge causes of air pollution in Delhi, they also take away a lot of public space which could be used for better purposes, which could make our streets more walkable. And once the streets become more walkable, then there is more enterprise that can happen there. There is more people who can set up shops, who can set up like different public meeting exercises. Citizens can use spaces for so many reasons. Why are majority of our space is covered with parked cars? So that is something that is also something that I am really interested to know about, like the problem with parked cars in India. चल रही है? Okay. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we were. If you have joined the stream, please click like. Please engage with the stream. Make sure that it reaches a lot of people. Delhi's geography. AQI is writing a blog. First we'll check who AQI is, and then we'll read their stuff. Okay, AQI.in is a website. I think it is selling some shit. Get a free AQI monitor. Okay, wait 1 second. It is क्यों? The language? अरे ठीक है guys, this is how you read stuff. Okay, 1 second. The invisible trap behind its worsening. Every year it's a 1 minute read only. The real reason this article claims, this is written AQI.in में एक blog पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है? I do not vouch for the accuracy of what it is saying, because it is the first time that I am reading this particular website. But yeah, what they are saying that it is also effect of air pollution is more pronounced lies. It is also because of Delhi's geography. It is saying Delhi's geography and specific meteorological conditions lead to severe air pollution because it creates a basin-like effect, trapping pollutants is what it is saying, this particular article. Delhi one, it is saying Delhi sits in the Indo-Gangetic plain, so it has like a basin-like effect. एक basin है वो वहाँ पे, right? Delhi is part of the Indo-Gangetic plain, flat area across northern India. It has the Himalayas on one side, the Peninsula Plateau, Aravalli Hills, and the Brahmaputra Valley, right? So this land is low and bowl shaped, and air circulation is limited. As a result, polluted air stays close to the ground, especially in colder months when the wind is calm. Surrounded by natural walls, Aravalli and the Himalayas. Additionally, Delhi is surrounded by natural barriers on two sides. ठीक है? So that is what this article is claiming Delhi air pollution to be at. या जियोग्राफिकल करके एक मैगज़ीन है, दिस इज़ अ यूके बेस्ड मैगज़ीन, वो उसने एक आर्टिकल लिखा है 4 मार्च को, वाई इज़ दिल्ली वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पोल्यूटेड सिटीज़. दिस इज रिटन बाय विक्टोरिया हीथ, दिस इज़ अ यूके बेस्ड पेपर अगेन. Of the world's 30 most polluted cities, 21 are located in India. तुम समझ रहे हो, 30 मोस्ट एयर पोल्यूटेड सिटीज़ पूरी दुनिया में, उसमें से 21 सिटीज़ इंडिया में है. 21 out of all of them are in India. One city keeps making headlines, and that is Delhi. Last year, Delhi's air pollution levels reached an all-time high, 36 times greater than the safe threshold outlined by WHO. And annually, 11.5% of all deaths in city, more than 1 in 10, are caused by air pollution. Delhi mein 11.5% of all people dying in Delhi is because of air pollution. The scale of this problem has become so unimaginably huge that imagine, like, I want to know how many people are dying of air pollution in Gujarat. I want to know how many people are dying due to air pollution in Canada.
We can't directly
And
attribute air pollution, but बहुत सारे illnesses को aggravate करता है air pollution.
हाँ,
बहुत छोटी छोटी उनको. Also your daily functions are being impacted. You can't go running, you can't go for a walk. सुबह शाम घर वाले बाहर निकलते हैं, वो नहीं कर सकते. तो वो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें बहुत add up होती हैं. एंड इसका डायरेक्टली हम नहीं देख सकते, बट हम इसको थोड़े ब्रॉडर डेटा में ऐसे देख सकते हैं कि जो तुम्हारी लाइफ साइकिल है वो छोटी हो जाएगी. तो जितना एवरेज दिल्ली वाला इंसान जी रहा है, उससे ज़्यादा कोई टीयर 2 टीयर 3 वाला जी रहा होगा, जहाँ पे पोल्यूशन लेवल्स बहुत कम होंगे.
and it is the capital of the country also, na. And there are so many people who live here and so many people who come to work here. Every year schools get closed, every year government offices get closed, every year so many, like I was saying in the previous live, so many measures are done, GRAP 1, GRAP 2, GRAP 3, odd even, right? This year we tried to do cloud seeding and did not happen, but we tried, and this is a huge problem, and it is something that needs to be solved on a war footing. Like air is something that, you know, people living in Gurgaon high rises, right, at that 18th floor, they also have to step out of their houses. Of course they have air purifiers, but they got to step out of their houses. You know, their pets got to step out of their houses, their kids got to go to school, right? And apart from that, it is also of course people who bear the most brunt of it are like the poor people. तो उनका तो प्रॉब्लम है ही, you know, people who always have to continuously commute for work, commute long distances for work outside in the road dust, in like transport pollution and industries, and in and around these industries, people who have छोटा झुग्गी झोपड़ियाँ which is outside, right outside these industries, on a daily basis they might be suffering so much. And it is Delhi which makes headlines, but there are 20 other cities, you know, which are facing similar problems. And is the trade-off even like good? Like people are suffering so much, and they are not even getting the benefits of all the industrial development, transport development, or infrastructural development that's going on. So what is the price that an average Delhi citizen is paying, you know, for living in Delhi? What is the price that he has to pay for? He is paying the price in years to stay in this city, you know. कि मुझे अगर नौकरी करनी है, मेरे को IAS की तैयारी करनी है, मेरे को स्कूल जाना है, मेरे को कहीं कोई बिल्डिंग में जाके काम करना है, मेरे लाइफ के 7, 8, 10 साल कम हो जाएंगे, मेरे को चलेगा, पर मैं दिल्ली में रहूँगा. That is where it has come to. So I think this is a cause of serious concern, according to me. And crucially dangerous for its population, right? Human caused activity, coal power plants, there are 12, the city has many coal power plants, 12 within a 300-kilometer radius, which release swathes of harmful pollutants during their operations. These include sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides and soot, all of which contribute towards worsening respiratory health. Vehicular emissions, again this we have seen repeatedly in several articles. Vehicular emissions are also major source of pollution in the city. An estimated 1.1 million, 10 लाख vehicle दिल्ली में हर रोज एंटर करते हैं और एग्जिट करते हैं हर रोज. आई थिंक ये छोटा नंबर है, कंजर्वेटिव एस्टिमेट लग रहा है मुझे. Additionally, heavy construction in Delhi and the dust it produces contributes to city's pollution, along with the landfills. The three landfills in the city, Bhalswa, Ghazipur, and Okhla, have collectively cost Delhi almost $57 million in environmental damage. Yet, despite all three reaching capacity, waste is dropped off at them every single day. As such, when landfill fire occurs, if you want to know more about landfills, you got to watch our video. We had made a video on it. If you have not seen it already, on the Ghazipur landfill. As such, when landfill fire occurs, large amounts of waste are set alight and produce much greater air pollution. कचरे को जलाने से और कचरा produce होता है. Another significant and detrimental activity to Delhi's air quality is stubble burning, the practice of farmers setting fire to leftover plant stalks following harvest. The reason why farmers do this is to clear the soil for future crops to be planted, and it isn't an activity exclusive to Delhi. Almost the entirety of northern India, it is estimated that farmers burn around 23 million tons. 23 million tons. 2.3 crore is 23 million, right? 23 million is 2.3 crore. Though 2.3 crore ton of paddy stubble each year is burnt in India, although it is currently illegal. Yeah, it is illegal, and 23 million tons of paddy stubble is burnt every year. Incentives such as financial rewards have been offered to farmers who do not partake in stubble burning, but reports suggest that farmers never receive the financial contributions expected after abstaining from the practice. Year around, Delhi's air quality is extremely poor but dangerous during the winter months. Data shows that the city's levels of PM 2.5 are 59% higher in winter as compared to the summers. This particular article then goes on to say that temperature inversion happens where cool winter air forms a layer near the ground and traps the pollutants, preventing them from dispersing. Right? Smog city भी बोला जाता है दिल्ली को, इतना smog होता है city के अंदर. As such, these harmful chemicals are concentrated into smaller areas. Additionally, urban structures within Delhi, such as tall buildings, compromise the ability of air to circulate, further exacerbating pollutant levels for those on the ground. Higher buildings होंगी तो हवा यहाँ से वहाँ नहीं जाएगी. कहीं किसी कोने में कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क चल रहा है, वहाँ से किलो के थोप में धूल निकल रही है. वो धूल को जाने का कहीं जगह नहीं है क्योंकि इतने पास ये सारी बिल्डिंग्स हैं. तो वहाँ पे जो लोग रह रहे हैं वो लोग, मास्क कल्चर इंडिया में है नहीं. कोविड के बाद थोड़ा डेवलप हुआ है. एटलीस्ट पीपल नाउ हु वेयर मास्क आर नॉट लुक्ड एट एज इफ लाइक दे आर डूइंग समथिंग स्ट्रेंज, राइट? बिकॉज it has become normalized. उसके पहले कोई मास्क पहनता था ये बोल के कि भाई एयर पोल्यूटेड है. कोविड के पहले तो उसके बोला जाता था this person is being needlessly paranoid.
Hybrid mode for Delhi schools till class 5. अभी recent ताज़ा breaking है.
अभी ताबड़तोड़ आ गई क्या?
एकदम ऑर्डर से उतरती.
बाप रे.
Hybrid mode for Delhi schools.
हाइब्रिड हो गया ना, मतलब
till class
About time.
टिल क्लास
5.
टिल क्लास 5 बच्चों को बाहर निकलना बंद कर दो. तो ये हवा है अभी बाहर. Every year this has become boring. Why are we suffering with the same problem every year? If it were a newer problem na, then it would still be okay. Okay, no, we solved the previous problem, now we are tackling a new problem. But we have been tackling the same problem of air pollution since last 10 years, right? People in Delhi, these people have been in Delhi. Like, so when was the first time you ever heard about like कि नहीं दिल्ली की हवा polluted है? Like ये तूने कब सुना? Like बचपन में था ये, जब when you were little, like when you were like, because you were born and brought up in.
दिवाली अराउंड जब ये लोग वो बोलने लग गए ना, हम लोग को दिल्ली में वो प्लेस दिलवाने लग गए थे कि हम पटाखे नहीं फोड़ेंगे.
ये कब होता था? ये स्कूल में कौन से स्टैंड में हो रहा था ये?
I think 6-7 से होने लग गया था, सेकेंडरी से
हो रहा था.
हाँ. तुम लोग के स्कूल में होती थी ये?
नहीं,
एयर
हमारे
वाली पोल्यूशन वाली प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी ना,
इसीलिए होती थी हमारे यहाँ पे.
शायद इसीलिए होती होगी.
हाँ,
कोई पटाखों से वो एक दिन के लिए पड़ता है वैसे.
पटाखों से
ऑलरेडी बैड सिचुएशन वर्स हो जाती है, फिर वो वहीं रह जाती है क्योंकि सर्दियां हैं तो हवा तो मूव आउट कर नहीं रही, तो वो भी वहीं रहनी है, तो वो इसलिए वजह से बैड है.
तो
पटाखों से
मैंने
भी
तो
फर्क तो पड़ता है.
6-7 में सुना था यार.
6-7 was the first time you heard के पटाखे नहीं फोड़ने चाहिए और दिल्ली की हवा थोड़ी बहुत खराब है. ठीक है, कॉलेज में when you went or like higher
But to be
studies.
honest with you, for a Delhiite, it's very normalized.
Normalized in what sense? Like, how do you normalize bad air?
Because we were constantly going to college, constantly going to school, constantly going
Were you
to
all
all
wearing
that work.
masks?
No, no one
Nobody was
was
wearing
masks.
masks.
हमें नहीं बोला गया मास्क पहनने के लिए, नहीं हमें, हमारे लिए नॉर्मल था ये सब.
Ah.
तत्वा ने अभी वो
When? What about you? When did you first come to Delhi?
मैं
When was the when कब से तुम दिल्ली 2014 तो when was the first time you heard कि दिल्ली की हवा polluted है 14 में ही तो then and what were you hearing like when was your first time and like what was कोई कुछ कर रहा था उसके बारे में क्या सिर्फ न्यूज़ में आता था हर विंटर में
न्यूज़ में आता था प्राइमरीली पर जैसे मतलब मैंने फिर भी जैसे देखा है देयर वाज अवेयरनेस अबाउट एयर पोल्यूशन अलवर में क्योंकि थोड़ा सा कभी-कभी हो जाता था माहौल खराब तो मतलब जैसे मैंने होश संभाले मतलब वही 6 7
हाँ
तब से एयर पोल्यूशन वी सीन मतलब पता है कि दिवाली आएगी फिर धुआं हो जाएगा स्मॉग है वो तब वो उस लेवल पे बता था वो ज्यादा दिन नहीं रहता था तब क्योंकि छोटा शहर है हवा फटाफट से निकल जाती थी कोई ज्यादा लंबी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती थी
दिस इज अलवर ओके
व्हेन आई केम टू दिल्ली तो मेरा जो क्लास रूममेट है हिमांशु लॉयर है हमारा तो वो उसको इशू है एस्मा
ओके
ठीक है तो वो मतलब वो बैड से वर्स हो गया 3 साल में जब तक हमने कॉलेज खत्म किया और एक बार तो ऐसी सिचुएशन आ गई थी वो दिल्ली छोड़ के चला गया बीच में उसने 2 साल इंटर्नशिप जयपुर में किया इस वजह से
ओके
इंटर्नशिप काम वगैरह जयपुर में किया
क्योंकि दिल्ली की हवा का प्रॉब्लम था
प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था उस चीज
there might be so many people who might have shifted operations out of Delhi. I know my friend who I was friends with when we were in college, he shifted outside of Delhi. He shifted to Goa with his parents. Like Goa, like because he married a person who is from Mumbai and who has Goan roots. So that allowed him to like of course move to Goa. And then the parents, they also retired. They were Delhi University professors. Father was. So they sold their house and they shifted to Goa. And like pollution was one of the major reasons for this choice because parents had lived, born and brought up in Delhi. Imagine 60 years you stay in Delhi, but then you shift out of the city. And one of the prime reasons for them to shift out of the city was pollution.
I sometimes wonder about people who have bad lungs etc. asthma वगैरह उनके लिए तो बहुत मुश्किल है यार दिल्ली.
हाँ, like going out you don't feel like you don't like to breathe like ऐसा करके you don't like when you go out to the park also you feel like there's something wrong there's some sort of like some
exactly अभी वही सेम चीज है ना यार अभी तू जैसे गोवा में होता तो तू गोवा में बाहर बैठ के काम कर रहा होता आराम से वाइब्स अलग होती थोड़ा मतलब पोल्यूशन इन जनरल इज वेरी लेस. तू पहाड़ पे चला जा फॉर दैट मैटर पहाड़ों पे भी अब तो बहुत होने लग गया पोल्यूशन बट मतलब बाहर घर से बाहर निकलने का मन ही नहीं
करता अब जबकि दिल्ली में इतनी गर्मी होती है तो गर्मी में तो तुम वैसे भी नहीं निकलते बाहर 40-45 अभी अच्छा मौसम हो रहा है मतलब इट इज़ लाइक 25 डिग्रीज 24 डिग्रीज 22 डिग्रीज अभी ऐसा मौसम हो रहा है कि जहाँ पे तुम दिल्ली के बुटीक कैफ़ेज़ में जाना है तुम्हें फ़कीर चंद जाके फ़ोटो खिंचवानी है तुम्हें सीपी जाके शॉपिंग करनी है तुम्हें कहीं सरोजनी जाके कपड़े खरीदने हैं तुम्हें अलग अलग टूम्स में जाना है वहाँ पे जाके बैठना है अलग अलग थिएटर शोज़ होते हैं इस टाइम पे दिल्ली में वो शोज़ तुम्हें अटेंड करने हैं ये टाइम होता है दिल्ली का जो नवंबर से तुम ही मुझे बताती है कि नवंबर से फरवरी वाला जब दिल्ली बाहर निकलता है जब दिल्ली बूट्स पहनता है जब दिल्ली ओवरकोट्स पहनता है जब दिल्ली इन फेयर्स में जाता है अलग अलग जो आजीविका मेले होते हैं
लाइक मॉनसून इज जस्ट गॉन सब कुछ हरा भरा होना चाहिए अच्छा खासा इतना सुंदर है इस पे इतना डस्ट सब यू विल नॉट सी ग्रीनरी प्रॉपर्ली दैट्स द वर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ पोल्यूशन
you're not even seeing the sky
हाँ एग्जैक्टली क्लाउड्स नहीं देख पा रहा है तू अच्छे ग्रीन पौधे नहीं देख पा रहा है उनको अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर पा रहा तो तेरा दिमाग तो ऐसे सड़ जाएगा
ना तुम्हें कुछ अच्छा देखने मिल रहा है ना तुम्हें कुछ अच्छा लाइक सांस लेने में तुम्हें अच्छा लग रहा है तुम्हारे गले में कंटिन्यूसली खिचखिच हो रही है तुम्हें हो रहा है कि तुम घर पहुंच जाओ एंड लाइक देन इनसाइड हाउस ऑल्सो एयर प्योरीफायर अगर तुमने लगाया है तो तुम ऑलवेज पैरानॉइड हो कि एयर प्योरीफायर ऑन रखो और कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पे जहाँ इंडिया में जो लोग के घर में दिल्ली में जिनके घर में एयर प्योरीफायर लग भी सकते हैं दैट इज ऑल्सो समथिंग that happens. Yes, so Varun is live is live. So now Varun is live all the time. Yeah.
Are there people commenting?
Yeah. Air purifier also doesn't work. Yeah. Several times there is air purifier also which is not working at all which is giving readings which are insane. But air purifier does work, yaar. Like why are people buying air purifiers then if air purifier doesn't work? I'm sure it is because when they change the filter 3 months later and in Delhi sometimes 3 days later or 7 days later, तो उसमें बहुत सारा particles होता है जो उसने absorb कर लिया होता है by circulating the air through it. But yeah, there will of course be limits to how much it works. But I'm guessing, I'm hoping that it does work. Right. Another factor exacerbating Delhi's pollution levels is its geography. Located, yeah. So geography we talked about. A lack of strong winds we talked about. How can it be tackled? Now we just move to like how can Delhi's air pollution be tackled? We have discussed our experiences of it when we first got to know about it and how it like steals from all Delhiites the right to move out, the right to breathe free air, the right to just go around doing their work without air being a threat to their life, or like just aggravating their already existing health conditions. And for people who are living in spaces where having an air purifier is almost inconceivable, right? So that we have discussed. Yeah, that dust plays the major part. Like we have also seen in through several, through several. Yeah, I mean, Sparsh is saying it does bring it down, but not to the level of developed countries. Of course, like I was
I think
reading.
Sparsh is also a person. हमारी टीम में कई लोगों को breathing issues है.
हाँ, है, and like that is also like, and dust. What he's saying, कि dust is one of the major problems, right? Asthma, correct? Like I'm like, and there are so many people in Delhi who are like suffering from asthma. There are people get out in the morning to go about their work, right? And they have to encounter road dust. They have to encounter infrastructural development dust. They have to encounter industrial dust, industrial waste through water, through air. So this has been, and so now we sort of move into how can Delhi's air pollution be tackled. And governments have begun to make inroads to prevent it from spiraling out of control. Vehicular emissions, I honestly think, I don't know. I think we should also get into like how much odd even helped. How much reducing roads, reducing cars on the roads, reducing absolute reduction of private transport and like encouraging public transport to a level that everybody feels number one safe and number two comfortable in traveling in public transport. It should be encouraged on a war footing. PR campaigns should be done where everybody is encouraged to use public transport. Cycling for shorter distances should be encouraged. That is every house has 3, 4 cars. Where are all these cars getting parked? They are getting parked in like public spaces, and these public spaces have crunched to such a level. So one, car causes pollution. Two, car takes up so much real estate in a public space that it discourages people from walking also. So if something is done around these cars, that I think would help a lot. In addition, there has also been closure of 2 coal power stations in the city. तो उसमें से थोड़ा रिडक्शन हुआ है. एंटी स्मॉग गन्स आ रखी हैं. अब तुम देखते रहते हो कि रोड में भी इतनी सारी बार make the city walkable and cyclable, man. Just like contribute, do PR campaigns, get Shikhar Dhawan, who is busy promoting some other shit. Get him, get Gautam Gambhir, get Kohli. There are so many Delhi legends, yeah. The legends have been were born in this state. Get them all, get them to promote, sustainable living. Not like just promote like using public transport. Like there have been like positive PR promotions. Polio was promoted. Polio vaccination was promoted on a war footing when to get it eradicated. So I think
Polio was promoted.
Polio eradication.
वो होना जरूरी है. Like अगर वो होगा, if that is done, only then will this city will become a little breathable. Right now, though, it's like my nose is also itching right now. I'm sitting inside my home. Let me not attribute it to pollution. Delhi have also begun, yeah. So future policies to tackle air pollution on a city level include covering material on construction site. Yes, any and everybody who is doing any construction, put a give laborers good masks and then to cover your property, right? I don't need to breathe all of that beautiful the wind that is coming out of your site, right? This is a problem that I also encountered in Bombay. Yaar. Every time something is being dug up, something is getting manufactured. I think that's the price you pay for development. Also, that is the price you pay for a new road that is going to get built, a new flyover that is going to get built, a new huge price to pay every day. Something or the other is happening. Future policies to tackle air pollution on a city level include covering materials on construction site to prevent dust blowing in the air, along with planting more trees, restricting waste burning and replacing coal with wind and solar. As more of these are fulfilled, it is almost certain Delhi will see its rising pollution levels begin to fall. So yeah, these are some of the solutions that are there, right? But as of now, as of today, as of 11th of November, 3:59 p.m, shit's down bad, if I have to say in Hindi. Okay, in Delhi, I would not encourage anybody, if you don't have any work in Delhi, if you don't have any friends in Delhi, if you don't have a wedding to attend in Delhi, if you're not coming to appear for an exam in Delhi, तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा अवॉइड रखो, ठीक है? बिकॉज अकॉर्डिंग टू द CPCB, Anand Vihar reported an AQI of 379, Alipur 360, Ashok Vihar 367, Bhavana 412, Burari crossing 389, Chandni Chowk 360, Dwarka sector 356, ITO 367. So just be careful out there, especially people who are labor gets nothing. Yeah, nobody. इंडिया में कभी किसी को देखा है तुमने, किसी को कोई गियर पहन के काम करते हुए? कभी तुमने देखा है किसी को ऐसे? किसी ने कोई जो तुम्हारे घर में वो मच्छर का वो स्प्रे करने आता है, उसने मास्क लगाया है? या कोई बड़े हाई राइज पे काम कर रहा है, उसने एक प्रॉपर हार्नेस पहना है? उनको कोई देख रहा है इस पे? लाइक आई डोंट थिंक सो. So these were the two things that I wanted to tackle in this particular live. I really hope that you got something out of it. With the two things that we discussed today were the Delhi blast that happened near Red Fort metro station, and what's the update on that. The other thing that we discussed is since when has Delhi been suffering from pollution, what have been our personal experiences in the past, and how has this year panned out in Delhi. One of the major causes three major causes of pollution that we have come to are road dust is one of the big problems, transport is one of the big problems, industry is one of the big problem, and these are problems, and stubble burning according to some sources is also one of the big problems. So if these are tackled on a war footing by association of different state governments, right, then this problem can be solved and we can move towards making Delhi less polluted and not make it an every year problem that every Delhi citizen. For me, it's been less than 2 years in this city, and it's difficult, right? And I can't imagine how normalized it is for people who are born and brought up here, So an outsider perspective certainly might help take the problem a little more seriously. Apart from that, there have been protests that have been going on to make sure that this issue becomes a very, very important issue and it gets politicized so that more people pay attention, and whoever solves this problem gets political advantage, right? So because India में political advantage मिलता है तभी कोई problem solve होती है. So this needs to become as political as possible. Another thing that we discussed was of course the Delhi blast as well. I hope you got something informative out of this. If you did, please press like. Once you press like on a video, YouTube algorithm understands that I need to push this video to more viewers, and I want this community to go bigger. I want 10, 15, 20 people every day dissecting something on the news, because that is one of the things that I do. Another thing that I enjoy doing is playing music, is creating music, talking about music, talking through music, talking about culture, talking about histories, talking about a lot, and of course playing music as well. So if you see my other lives, you will find a lot of music lives as well. If you want to suggest me something that you want to discuss the next time we meet, please write it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so that you get notifications when I go live, which is daily. So make me a companion for your think of it as a sort of a daily podcast or a daily accompaniment of music and news. This is me signing off, Varun signing off, and please yeah, like, share, subscribe to the channel, watch other lives as well. Lives get uploaded not in the videos folder. Right now in my channel, on the videos folder you will see my college time का जो music मैंने बनाया है वो और एक performance दिया है वो. मेरे जो daily lives होते हैं वो live वाले folder के अंदर हैं. So if you want to check them out, you can check them out. I go live daily. And if you like the ideas, please keep sharing them, please keep commenting on them, and soon there'll be shorts on this channel as well. Thank you for your support, and yeah, keep watching. Thank you. Thank you, Lokesh and Kavya, also for joining today's live.
For our very big contribution.
Yep, thank you, appreciate it.